stand up. I got some in that blue belt yours on top of that bag right there. Oh, word? Hell yeah. So, friends, and more friends. You guys have fun?
Yeah.
Hopefully we can keep this going, do it a little more often. Let's see.
Anytime, man.
Good for everybody. Maybe one time we'll go to their school. We can alternate every couple times in the.
Yes, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
We'll definitely come by. A lot of you guys probably, I mean, most of you guys know. Steve's like family to us. Steve was training with us for probably what, a year and a half, something like that. So, anytime you guys are on this side of town or you guys want to come visit, feel free to. I've sent my guys a couple of times to come to you guys as open mats. At the end of the day, look, there isn't enough, how do I put this, good people in the community right now. So like, when you guys have an opportunity to meet good people, go train with good people, go for it. You know what I mean? I'm not the type of person that's gonna say, no, you can't go. If you guys are on that side of town, you guys wanna go, shoot me a call, I'll text Steve that you or whoever is going, go work out, have some fun. And then same thing goes for you guys. I know Steve's not like that as well. Anytime, man. Okay, so I'm gonna give out a few stripes today, and then we're gonna go from there. So let's do this, actually. Let me go ahead and start off this way. Let's go with the blue belts. Jay and Drew, can you step forward, please?
Yeah! Yeah!
Get a little bit more consistent, and this might have to change.
Right on.
Since you don't know how to read those. Next set I'm gonna give to is Sorg and Dave. Come forward.
This isn't my belt though.
Okay. If you're a little bit more responsible, you know.
For the record, I drove here straight from McCarran Airport.
And when you get
Straight from the camera.
Put the chips down then.
Yes, sir. Let me give you guys a little pep talk, and then we can go from there. If you didn't get a stripe today, it's because you're lazy. Straight up. Get your ass in the gym and I'll give you a stripe. Very simple. Okay. Some of these guys were overdue. Like Jay got his blue belt 3 years ago today, or 3 years ago, 2 days ago. So it's been 3 years. It's about that time due. Okay. Some of you guys, famous. Nasir, you guys are training consistently, but I want just a little bit more, guys. There's a little bit more I need you guys to understand before I feel comfortable striping you, belting you. Something that me and Steve talk a lot about is a lot of these gyms in town, I'm not gonna name any names, are like, have become belt factories, you know what I mean? Guys are coming in training for a year or two and getting a purple belt. And where I'm from, that's unheard of, you know? I was a blue belt for 4 years. Blue belt. That means I trained, I got yellow, orange, green. I got the blue, I stayed blue belt for 3.5, 4 years. I got my purple, I stayed purple 2.5, 3 years. I got my brown, then I got my black. And then as of 2 days ago, I'm a first degree. So, my point is this. When you guys are working, when you guys are training, look, it's one thing to flow through the motions. It's another thing to understand really what we're doing and what jiu-jitsu is. Pure jiu-jitsu is dead, okay? I don't care what anybody says. Pure jiu-jitsu is dead. As far as what we're doing is not what it was in 1993 or 1983. Over time, sports evolve. Your belt is a representation of your instructor. So, for example, you guys are purple belts, brown belts under Steve. That means that Steve, according to what his expectation is, what his interpretation of jiu-jitsu is, has awarded you guys a purple belt, a brown belt, right? Same thing with my guys. If I'm giving you guys a blue belt, a purple belt, whatever, that means that in my heart and what I look at jiu-jitsu as, you're at that level. So with that being said, this is kind of special for me because I got 2 belts right here. And one of them reads Michael, and the other one reads Benjamin.
Now you can do that. Now stop.
I'm dead.
Woo! Hell yeah! Congratulations, man!
We got 4 black belts in the house.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Can we get a quick picture with both of you guys?
Another picture, guys.
If you guys don't know how this works, once you get your black belt, you're kind of required to give a speech.
Oh, damn.
So I'm putting you guys a little bit on the spot right now, okay? Go ahead. We'll start from Mike, and then we'll start from Ben. Rock, paper, scissors. Winner takes it.
Same time.
Okay.
Mike,
Second
at least
or first?
10 minutes speech,
You go
Mike.
first.
Hey guys, first of all, this isn't, there's a lot of dedication, right? A lot of sacrifices. I might get emotional from this one.
It's all right, man. Go.
Right now, I could be at my nephew's birthday party. I got a little bickerment with my wife. You can totally tell she's, we all have those situations where we're sacrificing those times with our family. But this is my other family right here. You guys are, it's important, they're important for myself to be a better person, to be a better father, a better husband. And many women probably don't understand what we're going through in life. If it's work, if it's relationship with other people, other co-workers, life, the stress of being a provider, right? A lot of you guys are going to, and women too, right? I'm not talking, but women have the same, issues, the same situations. So what I'm trying to point out is that this is a great way to build relationships with other people, great friendships. I could be, many bad decisions I could have made because all my friends say, hey, let's go to the bar, let's do this, let's go do that, whatever, because we live in Las Vegas, right? But no, I sacrificed that time. I said, you know what? I gotta go home because I got training in the morning.
Yeah.
Or text me, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. I gotta get ready for competition. And it gets to a point where you're gonna get brown belt, purple belt, and your game is good, and people that you surround yourself. I was training with Steve, when we was, for competition, we're all kicking each other's butt, coming in every single morning. Steve's gonna be the Gorkors, Mike, all of us were here like beating on each other for hours in the morning, learning from Gorkor, elevating the game, and Gorkor's right. You do have to elevate your game. If you think you're just gonna stay there at a certain, you gotta find, you gotta elevate your game and move and change it. Because things, and here's the last point, you're gonna get hurt, injuries are gonna happen to you, and you gotta know how to play with those injuries. So you can't make the excuses like, oh, my head hurts, my back hurts, my finger hurts, or my pinky toe is smashed, you know, it's happened to all of us. But you gotta come to the gym and train and keep moving forward, so that's all I got.
I just want to say thank you to Gorkor, because I came here in 2017, and I was on the verge of just giving this sport up. And thank you, because since I met you, I've just gotten better, and I fell in love with the sport. And it's the first time I've ever had like real support. I
Thank you all. Guys, so there's a couple of things I'm gonna add on to this real quickly, add on to what the guys are saying. Then I'll take out their diplomas, which I did a very good job on, just FYI. And then we'll go from there. Look, these guys were supposed to get promoted in May when my instructor came out. We were supposed to have this big seminar, this big like summit thing, and obviously with coronavirus and all that bullshit, it didn't end up happening. So I'm on the phone with my coach the other day, and I'm like, Sensei, I got two guys that have been with me, have been training hard, have been competing. I can tell you the definitive moment I knew where both these guys were black belts. There was one moment for both of them, and I saw it, and I was like, okay, these guys are ready to go. For Ben, it was at a Naga. He fought a good black belt from, I think it was a Carlson Gracie team, and he was a brown belt. He ended up winning, beat that guy, and then he ended up winning the belt. But he beat two black belts that day. With Mike, it's been a kind of a accumulation of stuff, but there was one match, and you guys would be surprised. You guys would be surprised. The day I knew he was a black belt was actually in a loss for him, right? He had a fight, he fought Rodrigo.
I've seen it, I like it.
Saw that,
Good match.
And I'm sitting there,
Almost kneeboarded.
and Rodrigo, for a lot of people in town, look, I love Rodrigo, I got a lot of respect for him. But for a lot of people in town, he's the damn boogeyman. You know, a lot of people don't want to roll with this guy because he's really, really good. He's really, really good. And I'm watching Mike roll with this guy, and he ended up losing 6-5, I think. But I'm like, holy crap, like, where the hell is this coming from? You know?
Almost kneeboarded.
So, with that being said, with him beating up on everybody, like, in his age group, with the fact that, like, when he turns it up, when they both turn it up, to be honest, there's very few guys that I know that can stop them. It's just the truth. It's honestly the truth. It's gotten to the point where sometimes I even know what they're going to do to me, and it gets hard for me to stop them, right? And when you're rolling, when you're progressing in jiu-jitsu, there's a lot of different kinds of styles and a lot of different kinds of games, right? I know guys, I've had teammates that would do 2,000 moves. Like, he would hit you with stuff and you'd be like, whoa, where the hell did that come from? And then I had one teammate who, every time I rolled with him, it was the same three. Kimura, Anaconda, or Nibor. Silverback, yeah. And it's kind of ironic because it's the same as him. Same three moves, but you can't deny guys, you know what I mean? When it comes to a time, when it comes to a position where these guys are already proving themselves, and I can't say anything, I talk to my coach, and my coach goes, go. He's like, what the hell are you waiting for them? And I'm thinking to myself, this, that, you know, But he's right. Because, let me tell you something, and I gave you guys the same talk last Thursday. When you guys are lower belts, and I know Steve will say the same thing to you guys. When you guys are lower belts, your goal is ultimately this, right? Eventually everybody wants to become a black belt if they're training. Then you get your black belt and you're like, oh shit, I don't know anything. I swear to God, I got my black belt when I started teaching. I was like, damn, the pressure's on now. I gotta make sure I'm doing everything right. I gotta make sure that I'm giving these guys always the proper direction. When I go compete or when I'm training, it doesn't matter when you're a lower belt and you get tapped by when you're a brown belt or whatever, you get tapped by a blue belt or a purple belt. When you get a black belt, it looks bad on you. So it's a different kind of pressure. And then that pressure will force you to get even better. You guys get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
This is such a beautiful thing, guys, because I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. When I opened this school 3 years ago, all of you guys, I mean, most of you guys were here. I know a lot of you guys started with me, a lot of you guys came on later. A lot of you guys know our story. Steve knows our story too. Steve's been with us for a long time. We opened this gym, what, in a span of a month, Dave? Something like that? You know, we were at another gym, that was going under, me and Dave talked, we opened the gym in a month. No game plan, no nothing. We're just like, the hell with it. We want a place to train, we open. And then slowly but surely, we started getting better. We started winning competitions. I think last year, our competition record was like, or last year, this year, we had maybe 40 or 50 more wins than we did losses. Like, let that sink in, you know? And I'm not saying it just as us. You guys too, trust me, I got an eye on you guys. I know what you guys do. I pay attention. When you guys get to that point, fellas, all I'm trying to say is the journey doesn't stop here. The journey doesn't stop here. There's always more. There's always going to be more. This is a symbol of time. It's a symbol of effort. It's a symbol of putting in your dues. But if you put in your dues then and you're not putting in your dues now, this means nothing. If a white belt or a blue belt or a purple belt can come to your gym and tap your ass out. Okay. With that being said, let me get your certificates. We're going to take a picture. And we're going to beat the shit out of you guys.
With that ass, Mike. I think we all.
It is 12:30.
Yeah, well, after that,
Can somebody come and take a picture, please?
like, those old school games with the little
Hey, hold this straight up so they can see you. How does this? Okay. Alright, so now what you guys can do is take these tops off. You can wear the belt, and then everybody make 2 file lines. Actually, should we take a picture first, and then, let's take a picture first, and then we'll beat them up with it.
Okay.
So let's get all the black belts up front, me and Steve. Purple's behind, there's no other browns left. Or there's one brown. Browns can jump in with the blacks. Purple's behind them, so just kind of make it cute. Get on the knee, do whatever you gotta do. What about short blues? Just, and then, just make it work, guys, come on. It's not rocket science. Get your diplomas out.
Those are black belt noises. That's what we make.
Gee, man.
1, 2. Yep, I got mine.
We're going in order.
I got mine already.
You got one?
Yep.
Beautiful. One more over there. Awesome.
Wait.
One more. Mila, look that way. Sit down. Sit down. Pardon? Look, Mila. I can't smile for this long. Alright, we're good? We're good?
Take it back.
Nico, there's the belt right on top right there. Make 2 files. One on one side, one on the other.
Take this on Washington.
Put the belt on. Shirt off, belt on.
Don't run.
Guys, come on. Come on this side too. Make 2 files. One on this side, one on that side.
This is the last time you get to
Hey, listen, yeah, this is literally like gonna be the last time you guys get to hit them. So, go on the edge.
Only the back, right?
Back, front, side, don't face. The man works at Chanel. Hey, listen, the man works at Chanel. We can't make we can't have him look ugly. So, listen. So, because you're a black belt now, you gotta take it like a black belt. We're gonna walk down and back once. So 1, 2, and then you're gonna run 1.
No, I just watch
You're gonna walk all of it? Walk through. Take this off. Ready? Hey, no. I start this. Oh, I left the mark. Don't worry, they're gonna come back. Walk down one more time, then you can run it. Mark, come on.
That one hurt me. That one hurt
Hey, no nuts. Grace is nuts. All right, you can run this next one.
Run it! Tear up!
my game. That's my game.
And the next black belt gets Superman.